Welcome to Juice with the Crew, and we got a lot to talk about. We been gone, bro. We been gone. We been gone. We been gone. We been gone. I said we been gone. I know we been gone, but guess what? We back, and Juice with the Crew is back. And I know y'all been missing me. I'm sorry. Don't beat me up. I had to take a break, bruh. People kept coming up to me like, "Hey, ain't you Wait, don't tell me, don't tell me. Ain't you that dude that you be doing the and I be like, mm-hmm. You be doing the hood news. You be doing it. I was like, hood news? Hood news. He was like, they was like, I was like, Juice with the Crew. You like the Breakfast Club, but on the lower level. I'm like, did this nigga just say I was the Breakfast Club, but on the lower level? And I ain't gonna say your name, but told me I was turning into a news reporter, and I was like, damn, I had to stretch. I was like, damn, news reporter. That what you told me? You called me a news reporter? I thought we were better than that. And if y'all see me looking up, it's because I'm live on Instagram too. Follow me on Instagram. But yeah, news reporter. Damn, shawty, that what you gonna do me? News reporter? Damn. But I know a couple of y'all been missing me with the Juice with the Crews, man. But ooh, that was loud. I had to take a break, bro, because y'all was just expecting Juice with the Crew. I'm a comedian and an actor, but nah, I'm a stand-up comedian, man. And some of y'all don't even know me. I had to take a break to see if y'all actually cared to get to know me. Shout out to the Juice Crew. Yeah. But I had to take a break to see if y'all actually cared to get to know me. But I wanted to turn Juice with the Crew into a podcast because it was like a relaxation thing for me. It's a way for me to get all the out. Because, I noticed that I had some bad habits on stage and just in general. And the podcast is going to be a way for me to shake, rattle, and roll some of this stuff out. And I'm talking to my friends. Y'all my friends, the crew. And I chose to stick with Juice with the Crew because, hey, I'm the general of the Juice Crew. And y'all are my friends. And I like to talk my problems out with my friends. So, hey, why not? And it just, it's just a better way for me to connect and, you know, digest and dilute my problems. And like this podcast is for me and y'all, the crew, cause like who knows? I might jump on this joint after the show and be like, bro, let me tell y'all what happened, bro. These niggas try to pay me in chicken, wings, and beer, while I gotta play the chicken wings in my hand. Clearly, I took it, but I'm just saying. So that's what this podcast is for, things like that. And I just wanted to start a podcast, bro. Like I had one. If you are OG, you remember the Awkwardly Honest podcast. Yeah, you remember the Awkwardly Honest podcast. It's still on here. And then, I had my brother on that joint. You know what I'm saying? R.I.P. Big Dog. I had my brother on that joint. And had Smurf on there. I had started another joint too. But, it's all good. This one right here gonna stick. This is gonna stick. Boy, I just got an alert from... Anyway, this one gonna stick. And so, let me see what else was another reason why I did it. Because I wanted to. Who gonna beat my ass? Ain't nobody gonna beat my ass. It's okay. I told y'all to ask me some questions so y'all can get to know y'all favorite comic. And y'all did just that. Y'all asked me some interesting questions. Let me see if I can pull them jumps back up. Um, I ain't got no management team, so I gotta pull them up myself. And I'm live on my phone, so I gotta try to pull them back up the other way. Um, okay, I think I got them up. Hold on, cause y'all was doing the most with these questions, just to keep it funky with you. All right, let me see if I could jump into them. But before I jump straight into those questions, I would like to thank everybody who has been a part of the Juice Crew for the time they've been a part of the Juice Crew. And that's what I was gonna say. This podcast also, if you can't tell, I be all over the place, and that is also affecting me on the stage as well. And this is gonna help me reel in some of my bad habits. Like I be, I got anxiety, really bad, and as a comedian, that don't help. This is just helping me talk and get better with the conversational skills because I'm a storyteller. Conversation is a story. Y'all might not be jumping in it, but its conversation is a story. So, hey, trying to think what else I had to tell y'all. That's all I can think of off the top of my head. Like I said, I'm gonna bounce back and forward, so y'all just be prepared. All right, now like I said, let's get down to the nitty gritty. Cause I shot episode the other day and the volume was so low, I just trashed it. So I don't want to say y'all names if that makes y'all feel any better. I don't want to say the names of the people that send me these questions, but y'all did care to get to know y'all favorite comedian. So let's do it. And if you are tuning in on Instagram, I'm live on Instagram, but I'm also live on YouTube. So I might not be looking up. I'm looking down. I might be looking down. I might not be looking down, but I'm looking up. It's just back and forth. So yeah. Thank y'all for tuning in to the Juice with the Crew podcast. Be sure to follow me on YouTube and subscribe to me on YouTube so you can stay up to date with all the podcast things that's going on. Yeah. So I'm gonna just start off the first one with the first question with the first person's name. Joseph. How you say your last name? Joseph Jelahi. I'm gonna call you JJ. So JJ said, "Your name always stands out. Is there a story behind it, or did it come naturally?" Okay, first off, I gotta get better with reading. Because it's different when you read in your head and then we gotta read that loud. I'm gonna read your question again, Joseph Jalahi. I have you say it. Your name always stands out. Is there a story behind it, or did it just fit you naturally? I'm glad you asked it, because it low-key is a story, but I ain't gonna give it the long one. So my brother that passed away, me and him was arguing one day, and we was having a conversation about whether I was a actual comedian or a comedian on the rise, or something like that. Because I know he used the term aspiring comedian. And I'm like, bro, I ain't no aspiring comedian, bro. I'm a comedian. And he was like, no, you're an aspiring comedian because nobody knows you. And I'm like, no, bro, I'm a comedian. You can't tell me I'm an aspiring. And he like, okay, if you're an aspiring comedian, blah, 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 tell me 3 people that know you. And I'm like, you, Mama, and Amber. That's my sister's name. And he was like, we don't count. And he was like, after about 20 minutes of arguing back and forth, I was like, all right, well, bet. My name, Nico the Man. Every time I come on stage, I'm going to make sure they say the man. I'm going to make sure you say the man when you announce my name, or somebody be like, what's your brother's name? I'm be like, Nico the Man. I'm going to make sure they come out your lips every single time. I'm the man. Every single time, I'm going to make sure they come out your mouth. Nico, the man. I'm going to make sure that rolls out of your lips. That's exactly what I told him. I'm going to make sure that roll out your lips. Nico, the man. Every single time. And he was like, why? I'm like, nah, nigga. Because you playing with me right now like I'm not him. Like I'm not that nigga. Every time he come out your lips, I wanted to say, Nico, the man. Like Nico, the man. Like he's the man. And I said that to him, and he was like, "That still don't mean that you still an aspiring comedian." I'm like, "That sound nice, but every time you mention me, I want the words 'the man' to come out of your mouth, Nico, the man." And he's like, "Okay, you still an aspiring comedian." I'm like, "Okay, you still got to say Nico, the man, every time it come out your mouth." And he was like, "Okay," and that's how the name came about. And he came to a show a little later on that year, and he was like trying to heckle me hard because I was doing jokes about him, like not jokes like checking them and nothing, but like I was doing a couple of jokes that I had wrote, and he was heckling to the point because the jokes were hitting, but like he didn't like it because it was about him, but it wasn't like a bad, excuse me, heckle, but I had to come over there and tell him like, "Hey, bro, you can't do that because like I don't want to do what I would do to a regular person to you. Like, just chill, bro. I'm done with the jokes about you. Just chill." He's like, "All right." But yeah, that's how my name came about. Joseph Jalahi. However you say your name, my boy. Oh, excuse me. This don't matter to y'all, but I'm just saying that in general. If y'all see me moving, I'm gonna do some questions, then I'm gonna switch from Instagram to Facebook. I know that don't matter, but I'm just saying. If y'all see me moving. Next question. When you off stage, how do you describe yourself? And do you get the same energy or a little bit? Because I know you personally. You ain't have to put all that in there. When I'm out stage, I'm kind of chill because I be high a lot. But I'm kind of chill. Like, I don't be doing too much. Like, I mean, I'm chill. I'm one of them eggs that you gotta crack to get to know me. Like, I'm relaxed. I'm chill. And then when you get to know me, I mean, I might turn it up a little bit, but I'm I got epilepsy. I mean, I be chilling, and then when I get going, I might kick it up a little bit. I don't know. Like my girl, she probably the only one. I turn up like angry. That's probably the only time I get outside of myself. Like when I'm on stage, that's probably a different persona that y'all will get, because I gotta go back in deep in my bag to get the old me. Like this whole 195 pound me y'all see is not who everybody used to. They used to 320 acting, outspoken me. Like I'm chill. I'm half the time I'm like, why you so loud? That type shit. Smoking. I might I might act a fool a little bit, but most of the time I'm probably trying not to get angry because I'm like, y'all niggas doing too much. That's me most of the time. So you messy, but I hope that answered your question. I just got a text message about a shipment. Whatever. All right, next question. Thinking back, what's the very first moment you remember making people laugh? Um, Pool party with my not my real auntie, but like my play auntie, her friend. She was acting like she didn't want me no more because I was entertaining the other ladies at the pool party, and I turned around and was like, "I'm just trying to love you," and she fell out laughing because she's like, "Nigga, how you trying to love me but you entertaining all these other women at the pool party? That don't even make sense. Make that make sense for me." And she fell out laughing. She's like, "Yeah." She told my mama, "Yeah, he gonna be a problem. You got a problem on your hand." I think I was like 3, 4, somewhere like that. Yeah, that was my earliest memory. My earliest. I ain't gonna tell y'all the other one because that's inappropriate. But yeah, my earliest. Yeah. Now give me 1 second. Let me switch over. Y'all can feel free to ask me anything y'all want to ask. Also, yeah, I'm just typing up some man. Yeah, my bad, guys. Don't mind me. I'm just being a great person. What's the next one? All right, I'm gonna read your name because I really love it. Let me see how I can say it. Synchrony Adalie Johnson. I don't know if I said it right, but I really love it. Ooh, I hit my microphone. I'm so sorry, y'all. Because I'm trying to do too much. I'm sorry, guys. Synchrony Adalie. I'm sorry. Thinking back. Oh, wait, I'm sorry. I read that one already. Yours is right here. Did your family and friends see comedy in your future, or do you think you surprised them? Give me 1 second. I promise y'all, it's gonna get better. Give me 1 second. 1 second, beautiful people. I just gotta let everybody know we here. I give t-shirts to everybody who watching this right now. If you are watching this and you would like a t-shirt, oh, I hit my microphone again. I'm so sorry, y'all. If you watching this and you would like a t-shirt, comment right now. I got you. If you watching this and you would love a t-shirt, comment right now. Oh, it's showing that I'm live? Bet. If you would like a t-shirt, I got you. Cause we gonna give them out to you. I'm sorry. Give me 1 second. I promise y'all, I'm just trying to tag my thing. That sounds so bad. Alright, now, Miss Synchrony. You sound like the bank teller. I apologize, guys, if I sneeze. Ooh. Alright, let me get my Facebook introduction. Facebook, click that link. We are live with the Juice with the Crew podcast. Alright, did my family and friends see comedy in my future, or do you think it surprised them? I ain't gonna cap Miss Synchrony, aka the bank teller. I think they saw comedy somewhere, but I don't think they saw me doing stand-up comedy in my future. I think it low-key surprised them a little, but I think they was happy when I chose to go ahead and do it, because it kept me from bothering them and fucking with them, honestly. So I hope that answered your question. Now my friends probably did, but my family, I don't know. Cause my friends got the raw me. They got the real me. But my family, I don't know. Alright, moving along. Was there someone you watched growing up, comedian, actor, or even a family member who shaped the way you were funny? If you'd have asked me this before, I say 3 years ago, I'd have gave you a completely different answer. But I'm going to give you both. Excuse me. The first one I would say is Marlon Wayans as far as an actor and slightly comedic. But boy, I'm going to say Ali Sadiq for the win. And if you don't know who Ali Sadiq is, that's a comedian who is from Houston, Texas. 1 second for Facebook. And Facebook, if you just now tuning in, I'm live on YouTube for my Juice with the Crew podcast. Feel free to watch it here or click and subscribe on my YouTube channel. I shared it on both of my pages. There you go. Now back to what I was doing on my YouTube. Yeah, he's a comedian from Houston, Texas. Third Ward to be exact. And I got to meet him, y'all, and it is just life changing. For you to crack a joke or for somebody to say something and they actually remember, like, nah, nigga, I know who you is. Yeah, you with all the motherfucking alerts and banners and shit on my thing, nigga. I know who you is. I remember you. And then you say something like, bro, I'm trying to be cool, bro, but like I got epilepsy. I'm about to have. He like, oh, nah, nigga, don't clock out around here, nigga. We ain't got no medic. You know, the little shit like that. It matters and mean the most. And then like he's like, nigga, I ain't signing no books, but I'm gonna sign yours. Them his words. Them ain't mine. This cool. Like that shit there means a lot. And like I ain't watched him growing up. I watched him grown. So, you know, he shaped my style of comedy a whole lot to the point where I had to stop watching it. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like you watch a person so much, you start imitating it too much. So, yeah. I hope that answers your question, Elijah. I know I wasn't supposed to say y'all names, but I said it. Who, Elijah, you gonna whoop my ass? I ain't think you would. Alright. Moving right along. Next question. Boy, y'all asked some crazy shit. Walk me through the first time you touched the mic. What got you there? And how did it play out? The first time I touched the mic was at... I need to ask Smurf what was the name of that bar that we went to. Because I think I performed and Smurf didn't. The first time I performed, it was cool. I think he gave us like 5 or 6 minutes, which is very long if that's your first time. It went decent. I did a joke. I still remember the joke. I still got the video about me catching an Uber, which I really did. I did a joke about that time, the very moment. Catching an Uber, and the dude saying he wouldn't have picked me up if he knew I was black, because I guess he was racist, but yeah, he wouldn't have picked me up if he knew I was black because he only accepted it because of the way my name was spelled. And yeah, when I did the joke, it landed. It was good. The whole room laughed, like really hard. I felt like the whole room was racist. But you know, it's all good. You know, I'm not gonna trip. I did about 4.5, close to 5 minutes talking about that joke, and you know, just rambling because it's your first time. You don't really know what to do, what to say. And once I got done, once I finished, my joke, I got the fuck down, and I was satisfied. Shit, it was 5 minutes. I didn't expect to do 5 minutes. I was just like, oh shit, I did good. Me and Smurf, I think we slapped hands, went and got something to drink, and got the fuck on down. Yeah, it was a good night for me. Yeah, and I've been hooked ever since. Ever since that day I picked up that mic, I've been hooked ever since. Before comedy, what were you doing day to day, and did that sneak into your material? Before comedy, I was doing typical college shit, doing security, doing security, attempting to scam, attempting to sell weed, allegedly. But I was always falling asleep. I tried to sell weed twice, and both times they hit me up, I was asleep. Yep, and I smoked half my little sack up and had to pay the drug dealer back, so I had to pay the plug back, so that shit was a no-go. Yeah, just typical, the same shit you were doing. I was doing it too, trying to, and was bad at it. And, it definitely snuck into my material. All of that shit snuck into my material. Every single bit snuck into it. Next one. Do you think of yourself more as a storyteller with punchlines or a punchline artist who tells stories? That is a amazing question. Damn, I had to look up. I have never been asked that. Damn, boy. I gotta say your name. Christopher Jones. Damn, that boy just asked me a great question. Do you think of yourself as a storyteller with punchlines or a punchline artist who tells stories? Well, Christopher Jones, I am a storyteller with punchlines. That's what I believe I am. Damn, boy, you got my mind spinning. Damn, that was a good question. So you consider yourself a storyteller with punchlines or punchline artist who tells stories? Yeah, I said what I said. That's a good one. Damn. Shit. Mm. All right. We are chugging along. We almost done. How do you figure out if a joke's ready for the stage versus something you just laugh at with your friends? Um, open mics. Open mics in the crowd will tell you at the open mics. Literally. It's not a separate thing. Those are together. Because, alright, say for instance, you a cook, right? And you bake something. You don't go off what you think, because you think everything you taste is good unless it's just flat foot fucking disgusting. And you like, you know what? I wouldn't feed this to a dog. I'm not saying dogs eat anything, but you just like, I wouldn't feed this. Okay, better. I wouldn't feed this to a starving rat. Now, comic, you like a joke, so you know what? This joke don't even work, bro. I ain't getting a giggle out of this. That's that same equivalency with the first part I said. Now, the chef is like, okay, I'm gonna think this good. Let me try this. Let me try feeding it to someone else to get their thoughts. Now, they're gonna let someone else taste it, and they're gonna be like, that face. As soon as that's all they need to know. Let me head back in there and fix it. Soon as we do a joke, and the nigga like, or they like, that ain't my chicken. Ah, shit. Okay. We know. Okay. Well, we ain't even gonna keep riding on there. We hitting back in the lab. That's literally the equivalency to that. Cause they ain't paying you no attention. They ain't even studying that shit. They ain't doing nothing. They are like worried about everything but what you talking about. That's how you know when you need to get back in the lab. Like when, sorry, the two things throw me out. But that's how you know when you need to get back in the lab. When they doing everything but paying you attention. Hey, there's some gum on the floor. Don't step on it. Yeah, but he talking, man, I ain't studying shit he talking about. There's some gum on the floor. Don't step on it. That's how it is. That's why chefs be like, bro, don't put nothing on my food. Taste it first. That's how it is. It's like when I'm doing a joke, bro, don't tell me what I could do to make it better. Listen first. Okay, you ain't laugh? Alright, now we can go from there. Okay, the food ain't good? Alright, now we can go from there. What I can do to make it better. It's too salty. Okay, pull out a little salt. Alright, that part where you said he ran like a bitch, say he ran like Forrest Gump. That's a little bit funnier. It's like that. And then, you know, simple shit like that might hit. You pulled out the salt. This is delicious. You pulled out bitch and said Forrest Gump. Man, that is hilarious. You just put that picture in my head of that fat man running down there like fucking Forrest Gump. That is hilarious. Little shit like that. That's how you know when it's ready and not for the stage and not just for your friends. Because the open mic is like that. And then, like I said, the crowd gonna tell you every single time. You never have to come off the stage and be like, hey, bro, so how was it? How did I do? Bro, I've been back here playing games on my phone, prepping for my set. Nigga, you didn't see all 55 of them people looking at you like, don't ask me how you did. Ask them. Nigga, they will tell you. Just like they do, what is it? Funny Man. Oh my God, I'm sorry, guys. I'm so sorry. Please forgive me. But, I hope I answered that question. I'm going to move along even if I didn't. All right. Next. Every comedian has highs and lows. Every comedian has highs and lows. What's been your biggest moment on stage and your toughest? I'm not gonna give that big detailed answer because I did that yesterday and it didn't fall all the way in. Yes, I am. So Ladia Yates had this thing, LYE, and she had this competition that featured Rocco. You don't know who Rocco is, you're tripping. He's one of the greatest producers the South has seen, and he was a judge. Shout out to my boy Austin. He was a judge, and I forgot the other person that was a judge. I pretty much was like a live commercial because it was nothing but musical acts, and I was the only comedian, and I'm talking about they was in that thing hitting the Omarion in that background. That was my first introduction to an actual green room. And they was in there hitting the Omarion and everybody in there. Alright, 1, 2, and 3, and 4. I'm just in there like. So this what y'all doing in the back? Alright. They like, what you do, bro? I'm like, I do comedy. They like, you don't rap, you don't sing, you don't do nothing. I'm like, I do comedy, my nigga. I tell jokes. They like, oh, so what you here for? I'm like, I was asked to be here. Lottie had made a post telling me I need some comedians and this, that, and I hit her up and she was like, okay, cool, bet. Can you be here, blah, blah, blah? I'm like, yes, I can. Yes, I can. And when I got there, man, when I say it was Red Bulls galore. If y'all don't know, Ladia is like sponsored by Red Bull or something because I left with 4 Red Bulls. Not including the one that I chugged during the red. I said red. The green room. Y'all. They, you know them big coolers, the big rolling coolers, like the thing that be in the store that you could pop the little thing off and let the water drain out. They had them in the back. It was 4 in our green room, like filled to the brim of Red Bulls. Not to mention the ones in the hallways just for people to have. Y'all know them flavors y'all got now? We been tried them. Y'all late. We been had them. Y'all late to the party, boo-boo. We had them. When was that a lot of your shit? Like a year or two ago? We been had them flavors. Yeah, that was one of my 4. I forgot that. It's like a citrus flavor that just dropped. We tried that shit a long time ago. Yeah, we tried that shit. Yeah, we tried that shit. Like, I think I got one in my hand on my picture with Ladia. That shit, bruh. Anyway, it was at the Hollering, and the Hollering is right next to the Orpheum. If you've never been to the Hollering Theater, that motherfucker is a mini Orpheum. And like, you don't know, like that was probably one of my biggest shows. That motherfucker, I'm gonna get there. So we in the back and they like, we got this thing called in the hole as comedians. I say it a lot. I be like, bro, you in the hole, that mean you is after this nigga that's on stage. And when I say you up next, that mean you finna go up. In the hole mean you got a couple minutes, like get shit together. But when I say, yeah, you up next, that mean, hey, come on. So he pretty much told me like, hey, you in the hole. He didn't say them words, but he was like, hey, you in the hole. That mean like you up next. Like I mean like get shit together. So I'm off to the side. I'm like, alright. I went out there, I peeped around the little curtain. Y'all, I had jokes that I was like reading that I was gonna do. But when I say I looked around that little curtain, I could only see about 5, 6 rows of people, but it wasn't none but women for the most part. That notebook I had of jokes, ripped that shit out. Because I had to work the room, like I had to, look at the room and like adjust. I'm like, I can't do none of that shit. Now, he come and tell me, all right, you up next. Now, the thing about Red Bull is they was giving them out all night. Now, as a comedian, we look for something to, like, break the ice. Icebreaker. Some, it might be like, oh, damn, girl, we big, damn. before we get rolling. Lucky enough, this dude was hyped up off Red Bull, who was bringing me out with Lottie. He fucked my name up. So I come in, I'm like, I'm getting myself together. I'm saying, my little thoughts to myself, my affirmations, I'm saying my little prayers and shit. And then I hear Nico something. I'm like, who the fuck? I'm like, that's God. Alright, cool, bet. It's my icebreaker. I walk out there, I'm like, don't get that nigga another Red Bull. And then I'm like, alright. Light thing hit a little bit. I'm like, damn, it's a lot more people in here. Cool. Now, I got a friend up there that was recording me. I forgot. She came. She was recording me from the balcony. I'm like, alright, cool. I'm looking around. I'm like, yeah, there's a lot of women in here. So I do my jokes. Then I'm like, alright, how I'm going to hit him in the mouth? How I'm going to end it? Titties coming out. I do my joke. Boom, take my shirt off. When I say that building lit up, it was so many motherfucking people in there. Like, I ain't gonna make it seem like it was just motherfuckers screaming to the moon, but they were. I'm talking about, it was so loud. I'm just like, man, my motherfucking, I got goosebumps and shit. I'm just like, all right, have a good night. That's probably one of my best sets. Still, it went up about 5-6 minutes, probably a little bit longer. But the way I ended it, it was just like, y'all have a good night. That shit was beautiful, and they was screaming. Nigga, Drummer Boy came up to me and was just like, bro, you funny as hell. I don't give a fuck what going on, bro. Don't stop. I got a nigga number in my phone, everything. That Unc. Shout out to Unc. I know you gonna see this. Shout out to Unc. Man, that's probably one of my best favorite shows, man. Like, all the women and people. And I keep saying women because that was the majority of the building. Like, the dudes was coming up to me like, bro, can I get a picture with you, bro? You are funny as fuck. I'm like, yeah, I ain't nobody, but yeah, you can get a picture. It's cool. And the women just like, you are so funny, blah, blah, blah. Now, the flip of the coin. The worst show. Worst show I had, probably. The show where I had to comp everybody. I was so sad that I comped everybody their tickets. Told them they can get a drink on me. And I was just like, everybody in this room, write your name and shit down. You can come into my next show for free. I ain't had no show this past weekend. That's why I said not this weekend. But I was just like, bro, these lights kicking my ass. I'm forgetting material. It's so bad. Like, bro, fuck it. End it. Cut this shit, DJ. I can't even fake it no more. Let's go. Come on, man. Y'all guess this. Y'all been here long enough. It's been an hour and some change. I've been here for 2 hours. Come on, bro. Let's just get on at it. I can't fake the phone. Yeah, man. It's probably my worst one, man. I'll give y'all details on that when you come to the show. Alright, we itching on out. Do people expect you to always be on and funny off stage? How do you handle that? Yeah, people always expect you to be fucking funny for no reason. My bad. Yeah, people always expect you to be funny for no fucking reason. They be like, bro, why are you... My favorite line to want to punch people in the mouth when they say is, are you a comedian? Tell me a joke. Sweetie, what makes you think I want to tell you a joke? Like, for real. I don't tell jokes, I tell stories. This is real events. It's gonna be a joke out of this situation. You keep playing with me. But I hate this shit, man. I really do. My bad. It smell like something burning. I handled it. My bad. I was gonna move to the next question. I handle it by laughing it off and ignoring it. I'm sorry, y'all, man. This shit all over the place right now. All right. Got 2 more questions, then we out of here. Outside of comedy, what's something about you that would always probably surprise people? This shit irritating. Comedy. I don't be wanting to. Let me see. I ain't gonna even go there. I'ma say I lost 200 pounds. And I'll leave it at that. Moving on. Habib. At the end of the show, what's one thing or message you want people to leave with? Epilepsy is a serious issue, and not many people know about it. And the next thing that I want people to know is I am hilarious, and the Juice Crew is a real thing. Those are the 3 things I want them to leave with. Epilepsy is serious and is a real issue. Nico is hilarious, and the Juice Crew is a real movement. But that's it for the first episode of Juice with the Crew podcast. I appreciate y'all for appreciating me and bearing with me through this whole shebangy bang. I did this for y'all. I apologize for my absence. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And you can follow me on all social medias at Nico the Man. No matter where it's at, you type in Nico, Nico, DAMAN. It's going to pop up. Some might have a dash in it, like my Facebook, Nico, DA-MAN. But all the rest going to be spelled straight out. And like all good things, it must come to an end. September 27th, we got Nico and Friends 2. K3 Studio Cafe. South 3rd Street, Memphis, Tennessee. Matter of fact, let me see if I can put this thing up on the screen. Oh, there it is. We did it. So, I know it's hard to see, but we did it. I appreciate y'all for tuning in while I'm over here doing dumb shit. Yeah, we done. I'll see y'all later.